record. Okay, yeah. Okay, I got it. Okay. All right. So I'll share it again. Okay. So basically, UTM didn't provide the Zoom premium. Okay. So based on the setting just now, I can see that the Zoom only allow us to have a class around 40 minutes. Okay. If let's say after 40 minutes, all right, suddenly the meeting end, okay, we go back to the previous setting in WebEx, okay. But for one student, okay, did message me just now, it's okay. I will try to think the best solution for the next class, all right, so that everybody can enjoy, okay, and get a good grades for this course, all right. Okay, so let me start first, okay, because I think the software engineering is not, wait, someone is coming, I need to allow first, okay, all right. So okay, so siapa cakap tu? Nanti saya dengar borak apa. Dah, saya dah tutupkan awak, okay? Alright. Okay, so for today, I think today is the first class, alright? And I'm sure that maybe half of the class still try to find a mood, okay? Because this is the first class, okay? The first week, okay? For the new semester, alright? Okay, so in that case, I think for today's class, it's okay. Maybe, and I think maybe next week, some of you will move to another section, okay? Due to clash timetable maybe, alright? So for today's, it's okay. I'm going to take all students attend class for today only, okay? So based on the system, okay, there are 43 students, okay, who registered for this section, okay? All right, so for your information, okay, before this, actually, if you look at the timetable, okay, if let's say you registered section 2 RESM, you have to register also section 6 for software engineering course, right? Okay, but then after we've discussed before the semesters begin, so we found that for this semester, okay, you are free to choose which section number, okay, as long as that section belongs to your program, meaning that for this section, section 6, definitely for a software engineering student, okay. And I also teach another section 9, that one belongs to SECV, all right. So as long as you are registered under your program, so there's no problem, okay. But for those who take RESM with my class, okay, so for your software engineering class, so we're going to have the same project, okay, because for the RESM, okay, you need to have a real stakeholder, okay. It's okay, later I will explain to you about the project, okay. Wait, I'll admit first. Okay, so let me briefly explain first, all right. So I think you already look into your e-learning, all right, okay, the new interface, all right, okay. So this software engineering, if you ask me, I really love this subject, okay. When siapa lagi cakap tu, mari saya tutup. Sorry if I mute yourself, okay. All right, sorry. Okay, so this software engineering course, all right, so wait now, let me click here. Okay, this is a background about me, okay, but I think half of this class you know me already, right? Because you took the SA with me, okay. All right, so if you go to this introduction, okay, so let me explain first, okay, what we're going to learn for the software engineering. course. Okay, and what we're going to learn in RESM. Okay, later your lecturer in your RESM definitely will explain also to you. Okay, and I'm going to share with you, okay, the synchronization, okay, between RESM course, SE course, okay, with your PSM later, and also with your software design architecture later. Okay, all right. So if you look at this SDLC, okay, if you go through the course structure of these software engineering student, okay, as a software engineering student, after you graduate, you should equip yourself with this knowledge. Okay, so as what we have learned, I believe that you have learned it in your SAD class, right? System analysis and design class, right? Okay, so this is the life cycle of the software design software design, okay, software design development lah, okay, development life cycle. Okay, so we are going to start, okay, you have learned in SAD that before we develop a system, definitely we're going to start from the requirement stage. Okay, this is the requirement analysis. So basically, all right, you're going to learn in detail, okay, about the requirement analysis, how to start, what you should do, okay, what are the methods that you can do from that requirement, what you can do, how you want to analyze, all right, so that one you will learn in detail in your RESM course, okay, but in this software engineering course, we're going to learn very briefly this whole life cycle. Okay, meaning that we're going to start from the requirement, okay, followed by the design, the implementation, okay. Someone is coming. Wait, let me approve it first. Del ni macam nama anak saya. Who is Del? My daughter name Adelia. So I used to call her Del. Okay. All right. So in this course, we are going to learn very briefly, okay, but we're going to touch every cycle, okay, and the expected output of this course is that by the end of this course, right, you have to produce this one, these documents. SRS is software requirement specification, software detail design, and software testing design. Okay, meaning that for the SRS, we're going to focus on the requirement. Okay, same what you are going to learn in your RESM. But as I mentioned earlier, in the RESM, you will learn in detail, okay, about the methods, how we're going to analyze. That one we're going to learn the detail in your RESM class. All right, then meaning that if let's say I think for class RESM Dr. Nuraini and me, okay, if let's say you join class Dr. Nuraini RESM, okay, and you join my SE class, okay, so definitely you're going to have the same project. All right, the same project, okay, for your RESM and also for your SE class. If let's say your stakeholder later is from the ABC company, all right, so definitely the project that you're going to do for your RSM and SE will be the same, okay, just some of the assessment lah, okay, some of the methods might be different, but the domain of the project still the same, okay, so something like that lah. All right. Okay, then in SDD, this is software detail design. Okay, and this one we're going to learn in detail. How are we going to create a model, a class diagram based on the SRS that we have here. All right, and then the last one is ACD. This one we're going to touch in this place, which is testing. Okay, so actually for the software engineering course, we're going to cover this whole structure. Okay, very basic. Okay, but later this one, the requirement, you're going to learn detail in your RSM. We are going to learn a design, in your software design architecture. Okay, so maybe normally for design architecture, maybe you were going to meet me again, okay? Because I also teach the software design architecture, but majority, okay? I think I would like to see 80% of my students, they told me that SDA is very tough, okay? This one, we're going to learn, I think next semester, you're going to learn it, all right? Okay, so basically, just now I told you that I'm going to share with you the importance of you have to know basically all this document. Okay, why? Because later in your PSM, you're going to take PSM 1 in your year 1, year 3, semester 2. Okay, because if let's say you choose a software development, okay, because the PSM you have to do it alone. Okay, you cannot do it in a group. Okay, it's individual project. All right. Okay, so if let's say you choose the software development, system development, you want to develop a system. Okay, so you have to do it, all this document include the system by yourself. Okay, so that's why I told you that the software engineering RSM is very important. Okay, all right, now so let me share with you again this one. Where is my e-learning? Hold on. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with the Zoom. Okay, so maybe I'm quite slow. Hold on. Is it here? No. This one? It's okay lah. Let me open the new one. Oh yeah, I can remember this one. I have to go back. Sorry. Okay. So basically, I already okay, someone is coming. Okay, so basically I already uploaded here the course information. All right, so you can go through detail lah this course information. Okay. All right, so these are the lecturers that will teach the software engineering course. Okay, so you are belongs to this one lah, section 6. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to explain to you. All right, so basically we're going to have around 8 modules. Okay, remember I told you just now. Okay, we are going to touch with let me go back again here. Okay, we're going to touch up to this level. Okay, up to this level. Okay, now let's go back here. Okay, so we're going to have 8 modules lah. Okay, we're going to have 8 modules and we're going to cover up to the testing. Okay, starting from the requirement. Okay, followed by design. Okay, followed by design, and the last one would implementation, and the last one is your testing. Okay, all right, so for this course, these are the assessments that we're going to evaluate you. Okay, so basically we are going to have assignment 1, assignment 2, and assignment 3. Okay, so for this assignment, it's a group project. Okay, and I already asked the coordinator, Dr. Roha, so you are allowed to choose your own group members. Okay, the maximum is 4. Okay, the maximum is 4. Okay, as later I'm going to share with you Excel. Okay, and then I hope that you find your group members. Okay, if next and make sure that you fill in this week. Okay, because next week I will assign to you a group project already. Okay, now this is the assignment 1, right? Okay, for the assignment 1, it is referring to this one, SRS. Okay, it's referring to the SRS. Okay, I'm going to provide you a template, which is the IEEE template, the document template that we're going to use, okay, to document the SRS. Okay, Before we document the SRS, okay, there are a few things that we're going to learn. Okay, don't it's okay. I'm going to assist you one by one, step by step, until you're able to produce that SRS. Okay, and then for the assignment 2, this is 10%. Okay, and for the assignment 2, we're going to evaluate you 20% is allocated for this one, software detail design. Why the marks for the software data design is high compared to the other? Because the software data designs, okay, it's considered as it takes more time for us, okay, to prepare the document compared to the SRS and SDD. Okay, because as I mentioned earlier, it involves a lot of a diagram. We need to think. If let's say the system, okay, if let's say the system is like this, okay, let me draw something here. Okay, if let's say this is your system, you are proposing, okay, maybe you have a student need to register subject lah, okay, register subject. Okay, so we're going to have a few fields here. Maybe your student ID, your student name, okay, you are in which year, for example, right? Okay, in SDD, we need to make sure that, okay, your class diagram, you're going to have a class diagram, meaning that we're going to learn how are you going to derive the class diagram, how are we going to draw the sequence diagram, okay? We're going to do it together, okay? So I would like to advise you, because in SDA, just now I told you that, okay, you have learned this one, right? SAD. Okay, you passed already. Then we are moving to RESM and also the software engineering. Okay, so this is the hierarchy. Let me draw. I need to erase this first. Okay, so the hierarchy would be, after the software engineering, we're going to learn the software design architecture. As I told you before, this part, we're going to touch only on the design architecture. Okay, so this one we're going to learn this semester. This one is next semester. Okay, so, okay, meaning that you have to learn all this one, then we're going to bring it to your PSM. Okay, you have to bring in your PSM. Okay, if you look here in SDA, you have to choose, you have to use the EA, Enterprise Architecture Software. Okay, it is compulsory, okay, for you to have enterprise architecture, okay, but sometimes you can share with your friends lah, okay. Because later in your, because in a software design architecture, there are a few questions whereby you need to draw, okay, draw a diagram using this one lah, okay. But for this course, okay, it is an optional. If you want to choose EA, they are RESM. Let me ask Dr. Nuraini first, okay. I'm not, I didn't ask her again. Are you allowed to use other tools, okay? Because actually, if you Google, okay, there's a lot of tools online there, okay, that you can use to draw a diagram too, okay. But this is an option lah, okay. All right. So in SDD, why it is complex and the weightage is 20%? Because, okay, for example, like we have this attribute, like we have student ID, student name, all right. So you have to draw a class diagram. Okay, so we're going to have one class diagram, maybe here student. If let's say any attribute from here connected with other page, which is, for example, here maybe lecturer page, okay? If let's say you choose section 6, so this is the detail of the lecturer. So it will be connected, this class diagram will connect with lecturer class, okay? So that's why the SDD is complex, okay? But don't worry, we're going to learn it together, okay? And I think if let's say this is the first time you join my class, okay? You can message me anytime, okay? Even though 3 AM, okay? But I will reply your message once I'm free, okay? So don't be shy, okay? If you have any questions, you can just inform me, okay? I'll try my best to help you so that you can get a good grade in the software engineering. Okay, but I would like to say that software engineering course is not, this course, okay, is not hard for you to get an A. As long as you follow the structure, you make sure that this document, you make sure that all the document is complete, followed all the rubric. Okay, I'm going to share with you the rubric too. Okay, you follow all the rubric, then I'm sure, okay, you will get a good grade later. Okay, all right, now, so meaning that assignment 1 is your SRS, assignment 2 is your SDD, your assignment 3 is your STD. Okay, STD is software testing document lah. Okay, meaning that if let's say just now I told you we have, oh, it's gone already, we have a login page, student want to register subject. Okay, so we have a few field, right? Okay, so we're going to test. Okay, we're going to test. We remove the 40-minute time limit. Okay, okay, meaning that we can have more than 40 minutes. All right. Sorry, because suddenly we have to move to this this Zoom. Okay, okay. All right. Tak apalah. In Malay we call it what? Tak kenal maka tak cinta, something like that, right? In English, let me translate. Later I will share it in the Telegram. All right. Okay. Now. And then this one, you're going to have online test. Okay, so this is the midterm test. Just now, the coordinator told me that maybe we're going to have it before Raya. Okay, before Raya, maybe 2 days, 3 days before Raya. Okay, so I will let you know once the date is confirmed. Okay, because the date for the test is still under discussion. Okay, but basically maybe around a week before Raya. All right. Okay. So the weightage is 20%. If I'm not mistaken, the test would be MCQ. Okay. I'm sure that you like the MCQ question, right? Okay. So basically there are MCQ question. Okay. How many questions? Not confirmed yet. Okay. Once it confirms, I'm sure that I'm going to discuss. I will let you know. Okay. Okay. So, and then we have here, what is the pre-review teamwork? Okay. If let's say we have just now Naim and Is kan. If let's say Naim is Zakirin and one more maybe Farouk. Okay, let's say, okay, team 1, Farouk, Zakirin, Is and Naim. Okay, so Naim have to evaluate Is, Zakirin and Farouk. Okay, same goes to Zakirin. He has to evaluate, okay, how, okay, the 3 members, okay, give their commitments. And don't worry, that one would be a privacy, okay, only me can say it, okay. So you have to be honest lah to evaluate the commitments, the cooperation that's been given by your team members, okay. And then this is video for leadership. Okay, this one is 4%. Leadership meaning that if let's say we have here assignment 1 and then maybe a group leader for the assignment 1 is Naim. Okay, so Naim needs to give a reflection. Okay, how he managed the group. Okay, in terms of by assigning the task to them, in terms of the effectiveness of the task distribution. Okay, something like that. Okay, so if you ask me, this 10% is very easy for you to get at least full marks. Okay, because this one is very basic one. All right, so I really hope that you can try your best, okay, to make sure that you able to collect more points, okay, so that you can get a good grade by the end of the semester. Okay, and I think this one STD is also simple. Okay, it's also very simple. Okay, so we're going to have a discussion in class also. Okay, maybe we can do meeting progress. Okay, if let's say you propose something, then I will evaluate, is it okay or not? Okay, so that your my expectation, okay, is synced with your the one that you're going to produce and send to me. Okay, all right, and then the last one, we're going to have alternative assessment. Okay, so in this semester you are going to have 2 assessment, 2 AA. RESM and SE. So we already discussed that SE will start first, okay, and then followed by RESM lah, okay. So because we don't want you to clash, okay, and then we want to give you time lah for you to think, okay. Nanti you stress, okay. If not, you are going to stress, right? Okay. All right. So this is the assessment lah, okay. So okay, now I'm going to go back again to this course information. Okay, so I need your help, okay, to answer this survey. This is entry survey lah. Okay, so I hope that you can help me to do this entry survey because we want to know your background lah, basically. Okay, we want to know your background. All right. Okay, and then okay, wait. Ahmad ni baru masuk. Ahmad. Okay, now we have around 37. Okay, it's okay. First class, first class. Okay. Yesterday, my friend's class, half of the class or only attend class. Okay, because I believe that maybe this week you want to change to another section. Okay, you want to test. Is it okay? Is it you feel okay with that section, or you want to share? Okay, you want to change your section, right? Okay, so it's normal. Okay, now I want to hold on now. Where's the participant? Okay. I want to, it's okay if you don't want to it's okay, you don't have to open your camera, okay, but maybe I want to know where if let's say you are this is the first time you join my class, okay, I just want to know the background of your background, okay. Okay, there, what's your full name? There, can you say something? What's your full name? Okay. Have you been? Okay, Tan Shiba asked question. Okay, Tan Shiba, like I mentioned to you just now, okay, it doesn't matter that if let's say you register section 6, okay, wait, let me show to you this one. Hold on, let me show you the timetable, okay, so maybe you can, hold on. Okay, I got it. Okay, now, okay, if you look at this timetable, software. Okay, now, this is the previous one, okay? This is the previously, the practice is that if let's say you register for my section 6, okay, you have to register RESM section 2, right? Okay, but this one, as I mentioned to you, this is the previous semester. So this semester, we already decided that, okay, if let's say you register my class section 6, okay, you don't have to register section 2. Okay, you can register section 1, 3, and 4 too, if still got slot. Okay, if there is a slot available for you to register. Okay, as long as the section, because RSM all is for software engineering course, so it doesn't matter. But then for the software engineering, as long as that section belongs to SECJ. Okay, so meaning that, for SE, you have an option. Either you want to register for section 5, for section 6, section 7, 8, or 10. 10 also can, okay? Because 10 is the combinations of program SECV and SECJ. Okay, so it doesn't matter, there's no problem. Okay, as long as there is a slot available, you can register to any section. Okay, All right, so I hope that I answer your question. Okay, come. I want to ask again. Wait, let me stop share first, and let me. Okay, welcome. Okay, now I want to. The reason is because I want to know whether you are in Malaysia or you are in another country. Okay, because we need to be consider if let's say you are not in Malaysia. Okay, so I have to be consider. Okay, Abdul, what is your full name? Abdul. Okay. Okay, Abu Sakib is my PA. Abu Sakib, Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum, doctor.
Yeah, but you are in UTM already, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm at the faculty here right now.
Huh? Faculty? Oh.
Yes, ma'am. I went to come meet with Dr. Rohani, but couldn't find her here.
Oh, because Miss Honey is, I think she is on leave today because her daughter is sick. Because is it because of your problem just now that you messaged me?
Yes, doctor. I'm facing huge
Actually,
problem in this subject.
yeah, I already messaged her also, but she didn't reply. I think maybe because of she need to take care of her daughter. Okay, maybe we can try again tomorrow. You remind me tomorrow, huh?
Okay, doctor.
Okay, okay. Afifa is in UTM already. Okay, Aiman. Amin Haikal. Aiman, where are you?
Yes, doctor. Hi, Assalamualaikum.
Salam. So this is the first time you join my class, is it?
Yes,
Okay, so you currently you are in your hometown or in campus?
in campus.
Oh, okay. Alhamdulillah. All right. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, next one. Can I have Amin Haikal?
Hello, doctor.
Hello. So where are you now?
Hello. I'm campus.
Oh, campus.
Saya dekat campus sekarang.
Okay. All
Ah,
right. Okay, thank you. Okay, next one.
welcome.
Anik saya dah kenal, Jiven dah kenal, Brandon, Del ni siapa lah Del ni? Del, if you shy, then later you can message me personally to introduce yourself. Okay, Zakirin, I know already. Ilman. Ilman? Or how to pronounce your name? Ilman or Elman?
Ilman, sorry.
Elman, sorry. How to say
Yeah.
it?
You can call me Imad.
Ilman.
Imad, yeah.
Okay, okay. So currently you are in your country or in Malaysia?
No, in Malaysia, I'm in Johor.
Oh, all right. Okay, thank you. Okay, next one. Hafi. Okay, saya dah kenal. Okay, Hassan Aditya. Hassan? It's okay. Hazi. Okay, Ibrahim. Ibrahim, are you in the class?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, where are you now?
In GB.
In JB. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Wow, all of you already go back to campus, huh? Okay, and then Haziq, Iskandar. Iman, is it Iman? Is it AD?
Ya doktor.
AD
AD.
Okay, dah kenal. Thank you. Okay, next one. Ajaya.
Hello, doctor.
Hello. So where are you now?
I'm at my home.
Which state?
Perak.
Perak. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, then is Iza. I know the Kyrie is my PA. Mengji, Mahyudin. Okay, next one. Muhammad Muhaiminul.
Yes, doctor.
Okay, where are you now?
Doctor, I'm in Malaysia.
Oh, you're also okay. You're already in Malaysia already. Okay, thank you for the response.
Okay, doctor, thank you.
Okay, next one. Muhammad Ahmed Abdul Hamid.
Yes, doctor.
Okay, where are you now?
Johor.
Oh, Johor also. Okay. Your name is too long. Can I just call you Ahmed? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay. You can call me Ahmed. It's okay.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Okay, next one. Iqbal, I know already. Muiz. Hi, Muiz.
Hai dokter,
Okay, awak di mana?
di kampus.
Okay, it's good to hear that majority. I would like to see majority of you already in campus. It's good if we can have physical class, right? Okay, I also feel bored with the online class. Okay, yesterday I keep on thinking how to make sure that the class will be interactive. Okay, because I also think that I also prefer to have a physical class. Okay, then Musab. Musab.
Yes, doctor.
All right. So where are you now?
I'm in KL.
Oh, okay. It's okay as long as in Malaysia lah. All right. Thank you. Next one. Sorry if I miss your name. Naim, Nazia. Okay, Nazmul.
Assalamualaikum, doctor.
Waalaikumsalam. So where are you now?
I'm in Bangladesh.
You are Fariduzaman friend, is it?
Yeah,
No.
for the German. Yes, Abu Sakib, Mehdi
Oh,
from KL
Mehdi.
campus. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, doctor.
Welcome. Okay, and then Nick, I know already. Nur Afika.
Hi, doctor.
Hi. So, awak di mana?
Campus, doctor.
Oh, campus. Okay, okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay, next one. Rihnuma.
Assalamualaikum, doctor.
Waalaikumsalam. Where are you now?
I am currently staying in JB.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, next one. Tanshiba.
Yes, doctor.
Okay, if you don't mind, may I know you come from which country?
Doctor, I came from Bangladesh.
Oh, okay, because your name is very unique. Okay, where are you now?
Doctor, I am in Malaysia, in Johor Bahru.
Oh, okay, nice to hear that. Thank you. Okay, we have the
Yeah,
last
doctor.
one. Okay, Vico King.
Yes, doctor.
Hi, how are you?
Good, doctor.
Okay, where are you now?
I'm in Indonesia, doctor.
Oh, okay, okay, Indonesia. All right, thank you. Okay, so thank you to everyone. Okay, I think it's like ice breaking. It's considered as ice breaking for us lah. Okay, so I hope that throughout this semester, if you have any problem, okay, if you have any issue, please let me know. Okay, I'll try my best to catch you, to push you to submit all the assessment. Okay, because I'm sure that all of you want to get a good grade. Okay, so I'll try my best to push so that you can push yourself up to that limit. Okay, so that you can get a good grade. All right. Okay, now if you don't have any questions, we're going to take a break around 5 minutes before we're going to start the first lecture. Don't worry, the first lecture is very simple one. I do understand this is the first class. Yesterday I asked I still you got the power to study or not, okay, because the semester is just begin, right? Okay, so today we are going to learn a very simple topic. Okay, we just want to learn the background of the software engineering, okay, as a whole. Okay, so I just want to share with you this one. Okay, but we're going to take a break around 5 minutes. Okay, around that 5 minutes, okay, I'm going to share with you this one. Wait, let me share with you this link. Okay, wait. Hold on, let me took this one first. Okay, so here I will create a Google Sheet here. Okay, I will share with you with group members. So basically only 3 assignment lah. Okay, so anyone with this link can update editor. Okay, so I'm going to share in the. Okay, I already salah link. Sorry class, forgive me. Okay, first class. Okay, first class. So, Lona. All right, I share already the pin. Let me pin, huh? Okay, so come, let me show to you. Okay, so in between, help me. This is group number. Okay, and then your name, your student ID. I think this one is enough. Okay. Oh, thank you, because you helped me to do that. Okay, so the maximum is 4. Okay, the maximum is 4 only. Okay, so I'm going to give you it's free lah for you to decide. Okay. Okay, so wait, so this one, like I want to make it much all. Okay, so let's see. Oh, sorry, maybe this one just group 1 like that. Okay, or you can also put your group name. Okay, no problem. Which one do you prefer? Okay. Okay, so this is your name, the student ID lah. Okay, so others can try. So we're going to take a break. Now is 2:45, right? Okay, so we're going to continue again around 2:50. Okay, I'm going to give you lecture this one, then we're going to finish our class lah. Okay, because this is the first class, right? Maybe I'm sure that you just want to warm up. You need to warm up first, okay, before you start to learn a lot of things. All right. Okay, so we take a break for a while. In between, you help me. Thank you. Who did this one? Thank you. Later you come to my office. I'm going to give you a chocolate. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll see you again 2:50 p.m. All right. Okay, class. I think basically we can have, if let's say the 43 students remain in these sections, so maybe we're going to have around 11 group, okay? But as I told you before, maybe they want to change section sometimes, okay? So the maximum we're going to have this one lah, until group 11, okay? So I will put it here, group 11, okay? If let's say until next week, the number of students still remain 43. So if let's say you didn't put your name here, okay, so I'm going to allocate you randomly lah, okay. So if you want to be in a group with your member, then you have to choose your group member here. All right. Okay. Now let's start with the first class. Okay. So I think you already have an idea, as I told you before. So basically this class, you don't have any quiz, no quiz. You don't have any individual assignment, no, okay. All right, so you can just focus with your assignment, which is the three variables that I told you just now, okay. SRS, SDD, and STD. Okay, and as I told you before, this 10% is very easy for you to get it. Okay, your teamwork and also your leadership reflection video. Okay, this is very easy for you to get marks. Okay, so meaning that you can just focus with your assignment, this one 10%, and also your AA. This is the final exam, and one more is your online test, okay? This one is MCQ, okay? How many questions? Not confirmed yet, okay? If I'm not mistaken, around 60 questions for 2 hours, okay? So there's no this one lah, okay? So just focus with this one, okay? So basically, I would like to summarize with you again, the main idea of you learn in RSM. Okay, why I always share with you also about the RSM, because we can see that some of the students, they are confused. Okay, the significance of study the RSM alone, plus with the software engineering class, plus with software design architecture. Okay, so the main idea, you study the RSM and the software engineering. Okay, so basically all the skills, all the knowledge that you've learned from these courses, okay, is actually trained you to be, one day you can be software architecture, you can be a system analyst, okay, you can be a project manager, okay, for example lah, and you can be software designer. Okay, because I think most of you maybe think that if let's say you graduate as a software engineering student, you can only be a software engineer or a developer. No. Oh, one more, database administrator. Okay, why? As I told you before, the SDD, we're going to learn about the interactions, the connection between classes that we have, right? So that one actually train you to be database administrator. Okay, so this one we're going to learn throughout this semester lah. Okay, now let's learn the basic one. Okay, so meaning that for this course you don't have any codes. We're not going to learn any coding. There's no if else condition. Okay, so in this course we're just going to learn to write something, to draw. Okay, we are going to draw UML diagram. Okay, so I'm going to assist you step by step. How are you going to draw a UML diagram? Okay, a selected UML diagram lah. All right, and how to get an idea. Okay, if let's say we are talking about a use case, login. From that use case, how are you going to draw the sequence diagram, the activity diagram? That one we're going to learn it detail later. Okay. Now, let's get started with the module 1. Okay, so basically these are the outline. Okay, So the recorded, normally the student will ask me to record the class, okay, because sometimes they want to view it again. It's normal, okay. But meantime, you can go through to our YouTube. No, in our e-learning, I already park the recorded videos, okay, for each of the module later, okay. So for this topic, it's recorded by Dr. Roha, okay, Dr. Rohayanti, all right. Okay, so these are the outline that we're going to learn for this topic. Very simple one, right? So we're going to learn a very basic background, okay, about the software engineering, okay. All right, so these are the objectives. So we hope that, okay, after you've learned this topic, okay, student can understand the importance of the software engineering in software development, okay. This is a common issue. Normally, people will say that why we need to learn the software engineering? We can develop a software or system, but why we need to have the software engineering? Okay, so later we're going to learn, okay, what are the significance of study the software engineering, okay, and what are the disadvantages, okay, if let's say we just jump to develop a system, okay, without conducting any software engineering practices, such as the requirement, the design, and so on. Okay, without this one, we are directly develop the system. Okay, so we're going to learn it. Why? Okay, we need to understand what is software engineering. Okay, what are the different, okay, between the computer science and also the software engineering and software programming. Okay, and then we're going to learn about the software quality documentation standard. Okay, the documentation standard here, we are going to refer to IEEE. Okay, so meaning that for your 3 assignments, for the SRS, SDG, and STD, you are going to refer to this document. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to assist you how you can do it. Okay, step by step. All right, now let's learn about the importance of software engineering. Okay, because basically when we talk about the software engineering, okay, people's most of the if let's say they are not in background IT, they can't see the difference of the bachelor in information technology, bachelor in networking, and software engineering. They didn't see the difference. Okay, so the software engineering is important because, okay, as we can see, especially during this pandemic, okay, everything is moved toward, everything is moving to automate. Okay, everything, okay, is moving to the automate process. Okay, so that's why the software engineering is very important. Okay, if an application fails, so a fast, efficient, and effective fix needs to happen. For example, okay, even though this is, I'm sure that most of the students, okay, will comment that, daughter, the system is not good. I want to propose a new functionalities, okay, that is good if let's say student registration subject system, okay, can have it. For example, if let's say most of the students are requested to have a timetable, if let's say you choose SE, RSM, web programming, okay, if let's say you choose this subject, okay, maybe next page that will automatically generate a timetable for you, right? Okay, you can create automatically the timetable so that you know which subject actually clash, right? All right, so this is a good idea actually. All right, so we are moving to that. Okay, but actually if you want to know, when I did my degree, we don't have the system. Okay, I have to bring the hard copy and then I have to queue to register subject. Furthermore, I can't choose, okay, any lecturer. Okay, we just can submit that form. Okay, then the coordinator will allocate it randomly. Okay, and sometimes, okay, it's quite sad if let's say I can't be with my group mate. Okay, like Zakarin just now, is Naim and Farouk. If let's say they are supposed to be maybe one team, always, okay, work in a group, right? Suddenly they have to split. Okay, it's Something like that lah. All right, now we are talking about everything. We're talking about a cost. Okay, everything there is a cost. Okay, anything. Okay, so even though you stay at home, there's still a cost, right? You have to pay the electricity, you have to pay many things, all right? Even though that you're going to work at home, you're going to stay at home, but maybe the cost will be reduced compared if, let's say, you need to travel to go to the office, you have to fill in the fuel, you have to pay the toll, for example. Okay, something like that. All right, so the cost might be different, but there is a cost. Okay, so same goes to the software. Okay, so the software costs are often greater than the hardware. Why? Because the software actually we will use it up to, we can use that system for about 10 years, 20 years. Okay, but the hardware, as long as it's still, okay, can carry all the data that we have, so that will be no problem. Okay, so that's why the software cost is greater. Okay, so how are we going to make sure that we can reduce this cost? Okay, because the maintenance cost is actually known as, okay, I would like to say that the maintenance cost is high compared to the cost whereby you just want to deliver a software. Okay, because in maintenance cost, for example, okay, I would like to share with you my experience. Okay, once I graduated, okay, I was a database administrator at one agency, government agency. Okay, now when I joined that company, that agency, they have a system which is they name it as version 1. Okay, e-Sharia version 1. Okay, this is the moment I joined the agency, which is 2010. Okay, then when before I pursue my PhD around 2015, I think they are moving to version 2. Okay, they are using the same software. Huh? This version is referring to what? This version is referring to the any, okay, enhancement in terms of the functionality, in terms of the reliability, the usability, and so on. For example, if let's say in version 1, you only have 5 modules. So maybe in version 2, you're going to have 6 modules. So this is the version that we're talking about. Okay, now they are moving to version 3. Okay, but the cost for the maintenance, this is considered as the maintenance because we are going to use the version 1 until now. Okay, but the maintenance cost is high. Why? Why the maintenance cost is high? Because, okay, if let's say, just imagine at this time, okay, during this time, I was the database administrator there. Same goes to this year's. Okay, but then now, a new officer are going to in charge it, right? So the new officer needs what? To learn the, okay, the norm, the whole process of the system. Okay, the complexity of the system. So that's why this is actually one of the reasons why the maintenance cost is high. Okay, rather than you develop from the scratch. Okay, something like that. So that's the reason why, okay, the maintenance cost is very high. All right, now this is software engineering definition lah. Okay, so I believe you already understand why is software engineering. We are talking about the theories, the methods, and the tools. Okay, but in a very efficient way lah. Okay, and basically with the software engineering approach, we can adopt a very systematic and organized approach. I tell you, like this. Okay, just now I told you that the version 1. So, okay, what are the organized approach? For example, during the version 1, they may have SRS. Remember, I told you just now, SRS, okay? Maybe there is one document that they have during the version 1. So if let's say they are moving to version 2, this SRS actually can help them to improve one of the functionality in the version 2. Same goes to the next version. Okay, but if let's say in version 1, they do not apply the organized approach, meaning that there's no document, they just develop the system directly from the scratch without any design, What is the design? The GUI interface and also the fields. Okay, so without this one, so what will happen? Okay, so it's very hard if let's say they want to remain that system up to the version 3. Okay, so that is the reason. What does it mean by someone is coming? Okay, organized approach. Okay. Okay, now this is software engineering definition. Okay, I think you already know about this one. Okay, now let's talk about the layered of the technology. So if we are talking about the software engineering approach, so there are basically a few phases lah. Okay, so you can see here that this is the quality focus. Okay, we want to make sure just now if let's say we have the STD, software testing this document, right? So with this XTD, we can evaluate, okay, whether the whether the test case that we generated, is it okay or not? What is the test case? For example, just now I told you that this is login, maybe login page. Then we're going to have the test case design. This one we're going to learn later. What is test case design? Maybe the first one, we check whether the user enter, okay, a value for both field or not. That one we call it as test case. Okay, later we're going to learn it. Okay, and now we talk about the process. Just now I tell you the process, meaning that the foundation. What is that? We're going to start from the requirement followed by the design. Okay, and then implementation. That one is the process. Okay, method is referring to the technical. Okay, if let's say there are algorithm, there are mathematical calculations. Okay, maybe for the dashboard, there are artificial intelligence algorithm that we are going to use. That one is under methods. Okay, and then the last one, tools lah. If let's say we use it, okay, to automate it. For example, if let's say we are talking about the artificial intelligence, we do have what? The weight car, okay, something like that. Okay, so these are the difference between the generic products and customized product. So what is the difference? Okay, if you're talking about the generic product, okay, it's like, example, if let's say, just now, your Microsoft Office, your enterprise architecture that I told you, okay, so this is the generic. If the customized product, about the enterprise architecture, let me ask Dr. Roha first, whether it's compulsory or not you to use EA. Okay, if not, I will share with you, okay, the online tool, okay, that also allows you to draw your ML diagram. Okay, I will get back to you later next week. Okay, what is the customize? If let's say we want to customize for the air traffic, okay, for your registration, for example, so that one is the customized. Okay, meaning that we're going to put few components based on requirements. Okay, okay, so these are the types of the software that we have lah. Okay, so if you look at the first one, the system software, this one, if like for example, this is for the interfaces for the OS lah. It's referring to the OS, operating system. Okay, and then if let's say real time, we are talking about if let's say the software can get back to us, to respond us to us around this millisecond. Okay, and then for the business software, this one like I told you before, like a dashboard, it will provide the dashboard, a report, okay, a decision making. So that one is considered as the business report. Okay, then we have the embedded. This one is like okay, if embedded software, normally we are going to have the formal methods validation and verification. Okay, because it's about for the safety. Okay, we can see that embedded software, okay, we use it in microwave, washing machine, okay, something like that. Okay, okay, then we have the system for modeling and simulations. Okay, so this one is to develop by scientists and engineers to model physical process or situations. Okay, simulation, for example, like a pilot, right, that will have a software. Okay, And then same goes to a robotic, for example. Okay. This one you're going to use it. Okay, you already use it, right? The standalone application here. And then this interactive, okay, for example, for the e-commerce, okay, because it involves what? The transaction. Okay. And the last one here is the AI software lah. Okay. I know that your I know that your batch definitely you love to play game, right? Okay. Even my kids are also, okay. All right. And then, oh, I forgot to share with you. There's there's Aiman in the class, right? Okay. My first son is Aiman too. Okay. Aiman Hakim. Okay. So these are the inherent difficulties, meaning that these are the common issues we are going to facing about the complexity. Remember, I told you just now, if let's say you are moving to version 1 to version 3 without any proper software engineering approach, okay, without any documentation, without the SRS, without the SDD, but you want to improve it in version 3, so it will be very difficult, okay, because without these documentations, how you know the complexity, how you know the connections, the relationship from one class to another. If let's say just now we have one student class, we have another one lecturer class. Okay, so you didn't know the connections. Okay, so that is example of the software complexity. If let's say that system interacted with outside, okay, with outside system. Okay, how is the connections? So that's known as the complexity lah. Changeable meaning that from version 1 you want to add something at version 3. That one is intangibility. Okay, but as a software engineering belongs to the software engineering, okay, I believe that you already know that if you're talking about the software engineering, definitely there will be a change. Okay. Okay, this example of the why is it complex. Okay, just now I already mentioned to you, right? Okay. All right, so the complexity, it becomes from the application domain. Okay, just now the system that I share with you is the e-Sharia, right? Okay, so the e-Sharia is used for any judiciary cases lah. Okay, so at that time I was the data administrator. Okay, in the agency. Okay, let me be honest to you. When I joined the agency, because before that I was a software engineer, meaning that I don't have to know a complex system, okay, because I'm a junior of the software engineer, so I just focus with my module only. Okay, but then when I joined that agency, I have to learn everything. I have to know more than one system, more than one subsystem, okay, because it's a very big system. Okay, so this is considered what? The application domain. Okay, this is application domain. If you're talking about what? Student registration subject, this is also one application domain. Okay, so the complexity comes from this one. If let's say, if you are talking about a booking system, we are talking about the registration system, I would like to say that this is a very simple system, because most of us, I think all of us, okay, in this class, we already use that system. If let's say we want to book, book system, the same flow. If we want to book flight ticket, we want to book bus ticket, we want to book for to watch movie, right? So the process is the same. So this one, the application domain will not be complex compared to if let's say we are develop a system for a particular process, a standard, okay, for any agency, for example. Okay, so that is the application domain. So that's why. And then the communication, this is also very important. Okay, I think your batch can start to create your account in LinkedIn. Okay, later for your internship, okay, you can try to browse there any vacant position for the internship students. Okay, so sometimes you can see in LinkedIn that will post that for the system analyst. Just now I told you that if let's say you are very good in documentation, meaning that you can come out with a very good SRS, SDD, so you can be a system analyst. Okay, a system analyst actually will communicate with the stakeholders. Okay. Just now, for example, if let's say, sorry, I use you all your name again, okay. We have Zakarin, we have Farouk, we have Naim, and we have Is. Okay, let's say maybe Zakarin and Is will be the developer for this project. Okay, and maybe Naim is very good in communicate with people. Okay, so maybe the system analyst, okay, phase will be in charge by Naim. All right, so you can see in the LinkedIn now, people are asked for a business graduate. Okay, meaning that that position, okay, is offered to those who graduate in business studies. Why? Because there are a few people say that a software developer, a good coder, they don't have a good communication. Okay, it's very hard for them to communicate with the stakeholder. Okay, this is a common problem, common issues. Okay, if you ask me based on my experience when I visit the LI student, I can see that not majority, but some of the supervisor from industry will comment, okay, UTM need to provide more communication skills to students, okay, because they have there is a barriers, okay, when they do intern in that company, they don't want to ask, they will keep it in themselves, something like that lah. Okay, so that is the common issues, common problem. Okay, so I share this one with you so that you can develop yourself, because all of you is still very young. Okay, you can develop it by yourself lah. So meaning that because maybe they choose Naim, maybe Naim know how to communicate well. Okay, for example, maybe less shy, for example, confidence. Okay, confidence in terms of present. Okay, knowing someone new. So for example, okay, so this is also the complex. Okay, but sometimes not just from that team. If let's say they want to develop a system for the issue that I told you just now. Okay, if let's say we want to develop a system for the Sharia, definitely we need to, what is the stakeholder? From judge. Okay, judge. Okay, so maybe the judge is very strict, or maybe in Malay we call it what's a correct, something like that. Okay, it's very hard to communicate. So that would be also one barrier, one complexity. Okay, not just from that team. Okay, the team development, but also from the stakeholder lah. Okay, and then this one, the management, how we handle it. Okay, this one is referring to our project manager. Okay, maybe for this team we have one project manager. Jivan is in the class or not? I think in the class, right? For example. Okay, so these are the example of the software complexity lah. Okay, in terms of unreliable, it's got this one, this case, unsafe, abandoned, inflexible. Okay, so these are the example of the we are referring to the software complexity. Okay, so this one you can read by yourself lah. Okay, so this is another example. Okay, but normally it's like I told you before. Just now I give you example, one system, right? Booking system, very common. Okay, and then we have the Sharia, one more. This one, yeah, it's quite complex with this system, the booking, but then the flow, the process, I'm sure that we can adapt it, okay, as long as we really understand the process. But maybe if let's say we want to develop a system for flood monitoring system, so this one maybe that we need to involve with the IoT, with the sensor. Okay, so this one would be more complex to these two. Okay, so this one is referring to what? The domain. Okay, so there's many attributes lah. Okay, for the complexity. Now we go to the changeability. This one, like I told you before, we are moving from the version 1, version 4. Okay, so we need to do the changes lah. Okay. Okay, now let's see the difference of the computer science and the software engineering. Okay, so this is our customer, right? So we derive already the problem. Okay, this is the software engineering, this is the computer science. Now, if let's say we are talking about, let's say we want to provide a dashboard for a student. Okay, for example, I want to draw more bigger. Okay, let me expand. Okay, now I make it bigger. Okay, now if let's say here we have you want to create a dashboard, if let's say here come I want to tukar nama let me scroll. Okay, Rehnuma. Okay, give me time to memorize your name. I try my best. Okay. Okay, Rehnuma, for example. Okay, so once Rehnuma login the system for the registration subject, okay, so maybe Rehnuma can see this dashboard. What does the dashboard mean? Dashboard means that all the information that you have will be tabulated in just one page. Okay, if let's say here maybe Rehnuma can see his CGPA, sorry, her CGPA, for example, sorry. My bad, it's not nice. Something like pie chart. Okay, so maybe here we have CGPA. Okay, starting for semester 1 up to semester 4, for example. Then maybe she can see here, okay, a few courses which is related to her program, and maybe how many slots still available. Okay, for example, so it will be easy for her to, you know, to plan her timetable, right? Okay, so maybe here we can see that what else? Any potential courses that she can register, right? Okay, and maybe we can have here run options. Okay, once she selected that course, maybe there's one button here. When she click this one, there we can get a timetable before she clicks submit, for example. So this will be what? This is the problem. Okay, this is the problem that we derive. Okay, now for the computer science, what is the difference, the task different between the computer science and the software engineering? Okay, the difference here, you see, if you're talking about the software engineering, we are talking about the tools and techniques. Remember, we've learned in data structure and algorithm, we've learned that the problem, we're going to have what? Subproblem, then we're going to merge it to get the best solutions. Okay, meaning that if we get a problem, then we're going to divide it into subproblem. Then every subproblem are going to have their different solutions. Okay, so that one is one of the technique of the software engineering. So in this case, the tools and techniques here, it's referring to what? It can be referring to this, to filter this one. Okay, for the computer science, we're talking about what? The information processing, the discipline. For this one is in terms of looking in the data, how you to calculate the CGPA. That one is under the computer science. Okay, so meaning that the software engineering is actually more depth. Okay, if let's say you want to pursue your master later or PhD, if let's say you still motivate. Okay, if you ask me, maybe my story would be different with the other lecturer. Okay, so if you ask me, it depends on you. Okay, when I was graduated, I was eager to become a software engineer. Okay, I don't have any dream to become a lecturer. Okay, but when I become old, okay, no lah, just kidding. Okay, when I did my PhD, suddenly I feel like I really enjoy doing research. Okay, if let's say I go back to the agency, okay, I become the database administrator again, I don't have any option. I don't have any reason to do research. Okay, so that is the difference. So that's why 4 years ago I've decided to change my career path. Okay, so if let's say you want to pursue your master or PhD later, you must make sure that the majoring. Okay, normally, okay, like my case, my degree software engineering, my master software engineering, my PhD also software engineering. So if you still remember when I told you that if we learn software engineering, we are going to learn into the depth. We learn more into the depth. But if let's say we just take the computer science, so it will be on the surface. I'm not saying that it's not good, but we are going to learn on the surface only. Something like that. All right. So that is the difference lah. Okay, if let's say you are okay with the software engineering, just focus until your PhD if you want to pursue your PhD. Okay, so that is the difference. Okay, for the computer science, because for the computer science we have to learn everything. That's why lah. Okay, the scope is bigger. Okay, but believe me, even though that you are going to focus on something, okay, focus on software engineering only with the basic. If you still remember, if let's say you join my DSA class, if you still remember, if the fundamental is strong. What is the fundamental? The background is strong. So it will not be a problem for you to derive a new knowledge in future. Okay. All right. So this is different between the software programming and software engineering. Okay. So in software programming, single developer. Software engineering with work with the teams. Okay. This is for the toy, but this one is for the complex system. Short lifespan, indefinite lifespan. Okay, one kind of system families, meaning that we're going to have many systems. For example, just now I told you the e-Syariah, like, so it combined with what? The JPN, Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara, combined with what? The LHDN, for example. So it will be the system families. Okay, we have the few connections here. Okay, so later we are going to learn how are you going to see the connections. Okay, and then the brief and scratch we can reuse to reduce cost. What is reuse? Just now I told you, if let's say we are moving from the version 1 to the version 2, we still can reuse some of the components, some of the design. Okay, so that we can reduce the cost to develop from the scratch. Right, then the minimal maintenance, but this one will need maintenance. Remember I tell you, the software cost maintenance is higher. All right, so this one is we are talking about the quality. Okay, if external, this is the internal lah. Okay, and this is the product versus process. Okay, if we are mentioning about the product, we are going to talking about the maintainability, the understandability. If the process, the development activity. For example, let's say we are going to have a system, okay, whereby we are talking about just now the e-Syariah, right? So the product would be the process of the judgment process. How effective? The process, meaning that step by step. If let's say we are talking about the requirements for the judgment proceeding, okay, so what are the requirements step by step? Okay, before we can send to the plaintiff, okay, later that they have to come to the court, for example. So that one is the process. Okay, so that is the different lah. Okay, so these are the meaning of the quality focus. Okay, maintainability, the variability, efficiency, normally it's referring to the processing time, the responsiveness, okay, the acceptability, meaning that if let's say there is no vision, meaning that the user are able to accept, okay, the new functionalities that we provide. Okay, usability, I know that you already know about it. Okay, reliability, meaning that we can the software can be reliable. We can reliable with the software. Okay, reusability, this one is the best practice in software engineering. We need to reuse, okay, to reduce the cost, okay, the correctness and also the robustness. Okay, so there's so many quality products, right? there's many quality that we need to focus. Now, this is some of the quality that we can give a priority. Okay, so it depends on the, for example, depends on the application. For example, here we can have the information system, the safety critical, distributed, or embedded. For example, if let's say information system, maybe we're going to priority in terms of what? For example, maybe the user ID, account ID. So meaning that we want to make sure that the system only authorize the authorized user to access the system, for example. For the safety critical, maybe there is a calculation. This one will involve what? An algorithm. Okay, maybe if let's say this is the tank, so maybe if let's say it reached 10, maybe see, so it considered as danger, for example, right? So this is also a different, okay, different quality that we have to prioritize. Okay, so it depends on the application area here. And then same goes to the banking system. For example, our tag, okay, the maximum, how many tags that we can receive at one transaction. So that one is for the banking. Okay, so meaning that's the quality we need to prioritize, not because of we want to choose, oh, let's go for usability and reliability. No, it's not like that. Okay, we must to make sure that depends on the application area. So this one comes to role for the system analyst. Okay, so meaning that from the requirement that we get from the user, that will analyze it, okay, and to make sure that we can list the quality that then can prioritize. Okay, this is very important. Okay, of course, with the budget, all right, with the cost that we have. For example, if let's say you want to go shopping, right? Okay, your mother gave you maybe 200 ringgit for baju raya, kan, for example. So definitely you can only buy your clothes within this budget. Okay, either you go to hari-hari, okay, meaning that with this 200 you can get maybe 6, boleh ke 6, cannot lah, 4 maybe, 4 t-shirts, for example. Or if you go to maybe Mid Valley, maybe with the 200 you can only buy 1 t-shirt, a branded one, right? So there is a quality. Okay, quality, referring to the quality and also the budget cost here. Okay, I hope that you can get an idea. It depends on the application area and cost. So same goes to the situation whereby your mother give you 200, then you need to think, you want the quality, or you think it's okay, I can buy from hari-hari, maybe another 2 months I will ask my mom to give me an extra money to buy a new clothes, for example. Okay, so there is an option. Okay, we must prioritize, depends on the application area and also the cost that we have. Okay, all right, so this one, as I promised to you, so the main idea of this course, you need to produce, okay, the SRS, SDD, and STD. We are going to use the template, IEEE template. Okay, so this template, don't worry, I'm going to give you, okay, and I will guide you how you to do it. Okay, maybe next week I will share with you so that you can start. Okay, but as I mentioned to you, because I have one section for RASM, so we are in the process to get a real stakeholder. Okay, let's say just now we are talking about the system, right? So we want to get a real stakeholder for you. They will we're going to have an online meeting. Okay, so there are a few sections that will join together, and then that stakeholder we briefly explain their expectations, what are the current problems that they are facing. All right, from that you are going to come out with the SRS. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to guide you. Okay, so if let's say you have the aim to become a system analyst one day or system designer, so this is the first step. Okay, if you feel right boring to do the communication. So you can focus on the coding. All right. So there is many options. Once you be a software, once you graduate. Oh, that's all. Okay. Now let me see this slide. Okay, almost. Wow. I would like to say maybe this section, I will have a very good students like I have in section 6, my data structure class last semester. I would like to say that the result of the section 6 also the highest compared to the other sections. Okay, and I don't have any problem to catch them. Okay, they will submit everything. Okay, so I think I can find the same student here, right? So I hope that you all can be positive like this one, okay, until at the end of the semester. Okay. All right, wait, later I will double check. I give you a chance, okay, until at the end of this week, okay, because here still empty group 2 and group 11, okay, it's okay. If let's say it's full already, I'll allocate you randomly. Okay, one more thing, this is my practice lah, okay. So if let's say this one, no problem. I think they are good friend already. Okay, this one, maybe this is the first time you join my class, all right? So for this group, if let's say this is the first time you work together, okay, if let's say, but I really hope this will not happen. In case, if this happen, if there's any sleeping partner in your group, you can message me personally, okay? Let me try to slow talk to him or her, okay? You know, this online class, actually we have online class for about 2 years already, right? Okay, so I do understand your situations, okay, but please let me know, okay? If you not inform me early, then I cannot do anything. Okay, if you inform me late, I cannot do anything. All right, so that is my advice. Okay, because as I mentioned before, in this course, help me to fill in this survey. Okay, so as I mentioned you before, assignment 1, assignment 2, 40 marks, 40% comes from the assignment project. Okay, so if let's see that student, that group member, a sleeping partner, you can let me know early so that I can try to slow talk with him. Okay, so that is my advice lah. Okay, all right, so I think we will stop the class now. Okay, and okay, wait now, take back again. All right, so basically we finished chapter 1 already. Okay, so just now we've learned about the introduction of the software engineering lah. Okay, and then next week, okay, we're going to learn this one, the software process model. All right, and next week with this topic, I'm going to give you a few exercises. Okay, we're going to do it in the class. All right, so with the exercises, maybe it will increase your understanding lah. Okay, so next week we're going to have exercises in class. Okay, because this is the first class, right? Okay, so maybe you still try your best to get a motivation. All right, but let me see, 40 students. Oh, not bad. Only 3 students can join class. Okay, maybe they plan to move to another section normally. Okay, all right, and then okay, we meet next week lah. Okay, about the platform, later I'll try. Okay, I think I'm okay with the Zoom already. Okay, but just now if let's say you prefer to use Discord, but the advantage of Discord is that I can't record it. If let's say just later I'm going to take a vote. I'm going to take a vote. Let's see. Okay, which platform that you prefer lah. Okay, but the advantage of I know that Discord is very interesting. Okay, I joined the class yesterday. Okay, actually the advantage or disadvantage of Discord is that I can't record it. Okay, but maybe because like I told you before, I have upload this one, right? This one. Okay, if you can see here for this week one, instead of the chapter 1 here, okay, I also I also uploaded here the link, okay, which is recorded by the other lecturer, right? Okay, so I think if let's say we want to move to the Discord, we can use it, and you can use this video as your next reference. Like if let's say you want to view again the explanation for each of the slide, right? So maybe you can get it from this link. Okay, definitely I will upload all video lah. Okay, there's one question. I think it's good for lovers. Oh, okay, all right, thank you, Ahmad. It's okay, because I promised that I will take a vote in the group. Okay, so maybe we can try to take a vote first. Okay, but I'm not decided yet. All right. Okay, actually I prefer WebEx. Okay, because I used to use the WebEx. Okay, but there's one request from your friend. Okay, it's okay. You know, in Malay words we used to see that. In English also we can say like this. If let's say one day we have others, okay, in future maybe others will help us too, something like that. All right, so even though there's only one student, so if let's say we're trying to help her, okay, so maybe next time also others will help us. Okay, it's like a wheel, right? Sometimes we are going to be on the top, sometimes we're going to on the bottom. Okay, something like that lah. All right. Okay, so as I promised, for today's class, I'm going to take all of you attend class lah. No problem about it. Okay. All right. So is there any questions? Any question? No?
So far, so good, Doctor.
Thank you for the response. Okay. All right. So if let's say there's no question, we're going to end. Ni bila nak datang ambil coklat?
Boleh, Doktor. Nanti Doktor bagi je alamat.
Oh, dah balik kampus ke?
Dah, ada dah.
Oh, okay. It's good to hear that majority. I would like to see majority of you already come back to campus, right? Okay. Okay. So, I'll see you next week. Okay. For today's attendance, you don't have to. Oh, boleh Muiz. Okay. So for today's attendance, I'm going to take all students attend class lah. Okay. This is the first class, right? Okay. So we'll see you again. We'll see you again next week. Okay. And don't forget to fill in, okay, the Excel form. Choose your member. If not, next week I'm going to allocate randomly. Okay. Okay, class. Thank you for coming to class today. Not bad. 39, not bad out of 43. Okay. All right. Take care, everyone. Assalamualaikum and bye-bye.